welcome back to another video. Jen here, and it is officially day one of my boring GLP-1 journey. I'm going to take you along with me as I just get myself back on the right track, motivated, and just forgetting about the past month. But if you are new to my channel, this isn't day one of me starting a GLP-1 journey, or GLP-1 medication. I've been taking one for the past 2.5 years. I mentioned in my last video that I have been a little bit off the rails, and what I mean by that is my eating has not been the greatest. I have not felt the greatest, and also my sleep has been really bad for the past couple weeks. And so I finally, even though I wanted to start earlier this week, on Tuesday, the day after Labor Day, I just couldn't, there was a disconnect happening. And so I was just like, finally yesterday when I woke up after another night of not sleeping very well, and I was about to take a shower, I just overall felt tired. I felt run down, puffy. I just felt not myself. That, like I said, okay, something's gotta give. I gotta figure out a way to just reel it back in. And I said, starting Saturday, usually people start on a Monday. I said, starting Saturday, you have no work. You can just take a step back, reevaluate everything. You already know what to do. You already know your plan. Just make it Saturday being your day one of just feeling better. And so what I want to say is that I did get on the scale. So I did weigh in, and I currently weigh the highest that I have been in over a year. Now, could that have had a wave of emotions? Could I have felt disappointed, depressed, let that number really, really impact me? I could have. But to be honest with you, I was not surprised just based off of the way that I have been eating and not prioritizing myself. I'm not shocked by that. I'm also not shocked that you can still gain weight on a GLP-1. I think people don't realize that if you don't do the things that you need to be doing, and I'm talking about me, what I should be doing, if I go off the rails and don't eat very well for 4 weeks, I will see weight gain. The medicine isn't going to stop that. And so here we are, getting myself not on a 75-day challenge, 60-day challenge, or just a month of September challenge. It's me just saying, and I've been talking about this for a little while, and I just, when the time is right, I woke up this morning feeling refreshed. I'm still tired, but feeling like a more positive outlook. And so what better day for me to start on day one of my boring GLP-1 journey than today, Saturday. It is September 6th. I should also point out, when I say boring, that's not bad. I don't want that to have a bad undertone to it. No, that's just more of a simple or a simplified journey that I want to go down to just reel it back in and get myself going in the right direction and just feeling better. So follow me today as I talk through some of the different things that I'm going to be doing on this little boring journey of mine. Some, let's be real here, might seem a little outrageous. Some have absolutely nothing to do with the boring GLP-1 journey, but it's just a reminder to myself the importance of taking care of myself and doing the things that I enjoy to do, and just relaxing. And what better day to do it than a Saturday, because I don't have to go to the gym and strength train. It's just all about movement and just hydration and just getting my eating back on track. So hope you enjoyed today's video. Comment below that, I don't want to ask, I wanted to ask this question and I'm not going to. It was going to be on your journey, what was the longest you've gone where you couldn't get yourself back on track? And I'm like, that's terrible to ask. And so I'm going to just say this is probably the longest that I have gone, just not feeling like I was able to kind of control some things. So I'll talk a little bit about what, wheels I put into motion, but I got to run to my first stop, something that is what I need to do just to ultimately feel a little bit better. So sit back, enjoy today's video. Just wrapped up at one of my favorite places in my area. It's called just Life Med Institute. You see me wear their shirts all the time. I went in there and I got an IV treatment. It's just a bunch of nutrients, hydration. When I'm on point, I tend to get them once a month or every other month. But like I said, I've been a little bit off the past couple weeks, and I thought that would be one of the best places to go to. Now, I'm not saying this is what you need on a GLP-1 journey, but for me, it's just a reset. It's me prioritizing self-care. It's me prioritizing myself. It's trying to flush out all the old and just move on, and do things better. Plus they legit had like the best. I got some new shirts, merch game. I got a pair of shorts as well to lounge in. But I feel this is another step on day one of just getting myself going and feeling better. And, you know, after this, I'm obviously going to prioritize my own use of supplementation. I won't, you know, I don't overdo it. And I'll go over that in a later video. But now I was in there for a while. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm going to stop and get one of my favorite smoothies, hit up the food store, and I'll be back in to check in just as the day's progressing. And so far, no thoughts of snacking. For a brief moment, I said I wanted Chick-fil-A, but I'm like, no, go get yourself a smoothie, make better choices. This is literally day one. Get it together, girl. So yeah, I'm gonna stop and grab a nice little smoothie to tide me over until I can make something when I get home. See, this is the key for me. I'm running a bunch of errands, and in the past couple weeks, my go-to has always been more kind of fast food related, or a slice of pizza, chicken fingers that are fried. I don't mind chicken fingers, I make at home. But today, as day one, I said, just go get yourself a smoothie. I couldn't wait until I got home because I still have to run to the food store, which I can't believe I'm running to the food store later on a Saturday, but I'd rather do that than football Sunday in this area. But so far, it's all about making the right decisions in the day, even in the moments where you don't have something planned. So I got myself a little protein shake from Pure All Juice. Drink this, get some energy to get to the food store and get home, and just continue on day one of just making right decisions that are for me to make me feel better. I told myself that I would not go to the food stores on Saturdays and Sundays, but it's okay. I only had a handful of things to get. Let me show you what I picked up from the food store. This is not a haul by any means, because I only had a handful of things to get. But these are just a couple things I had to add, and I'll show you what's in my freezer and my pantry and fridge. But I need some more peppers. It's got some shrimp, green beans. Just picked up their individual. Just like to have these on hand. Maybe I'll have like one a week, just as like a little treat. And I've been trying to make some yogurt bowls. I'm not a super huge fan of like strawberries, raspberries, or, you know, blueberries unless they're in a smoothie. I'm gonna make myself like raspberries. I am. I feel like it's gonna happen. My new favorite obsession, my decaf coffee. Picked up 2 of them because they were on sale. I'll save this for last. And got some more popcorn. But let me tell you. So I got one of these last week to try. And it's bone broth. Now I like Kettle and Fire. Don't get me wrong. I like them. But I like to put that in with chicken breasts in the slow cooker and to make my shredded chicken that way. But I was looking for something like that I could sip on as we're heading kind of into colder weather, flu season, all those different things. I tend to every once in a while get on that bone broth train. But Wegmans has this organic bone broth, and it's just 2 ingredients, which is literally water and organic chicken bones. But in this is 3 servings, right? 1 serving is a cup. Guess how many grams of protein are in 1 cup? 19. 19 grams of protein. And it's 10 grams of collagen also per serving. Unbelievable. Now, this wasn't cheap, but it wasn't like breaking the bank. And I'm like, you know, this would be perfect. You know, not every day, but like 3 days a week. Just to sip on some bone broth. I've tasted this. It's really, really good. So I'm excited. That's why I picked up another one. But I'm going to go ahead and get these put away. And then I'm going to give you a quick little tour of some of the things that are in my freezer and fridge and pantry. Because I anticipated starting this a little bit sooner. And I didn't. So that's why I have like a couple items from the food store. I was in and out of there so quick. It was great. I didn't mind that. I went right through self-checkout. I think I was in and out of Wegmans in like 20 minutes. I think I broke a record, but let me get this stuff put away, and then I'm going to give you a quick little tour of some of the things I picked up, because a couple of them I've tried and I'm really excited to add into the mix of some quick little simple things to make. So let me put this stuff away. All right, so here are some of the things that I currently have in my fridge to really kickstart some nice, simple, cleaner meal options, grab and go, so I don't have to think about things. But I got my yogurts. This is right now my favorite for my yogurt bowls. I got some cottage cheese. I already showed you these things. This is a steak for tomorrow. I got some brisket as well to have tonight, actually. And then in here I got some avocado for some healthy fats, mozzarella cheese, and some shredded cheese. And then down here, my veggies. I have a pepper a day. I love peppers. I got some cucumbers. I got a couple more packs of cucumbers. I got some green beans and some celery. This I don't have an issue with. This I have zero issues eating. I can eat all the fruits and veggies in the world. It's just the snacking, right? And then of course I got a couple protein shakes. And then over here on my door, some basic things. Got some pistachios, some flax and chia seeds, some almond butter, my favorite cold brew, and some sparkling waters. Very, very simple variety there. And then the freezer, I'll just show you right here. These are so good. This brand, Pura Vida, I've had their peppers and onions, I've had the Brussels sprouts, I've had, I think, this is some type of potato, so good. But I got this and some jasmine rice, some, frozen sweet potatoes and raspberries and strawberries and blueberries in case I need to whip up a smoothie, which I've gotten away from. And then let me just set this up. Sorry for the train wreck of this filming. All right, so I learned about this brand called Rise and Puff. I had their tortillas, really clean ingredients, so, so good. Then I had, let me find the one that I tried first. Where is it? This one, turkey sausage and cheese. So it's got 20 grams protein, 300 calories. I just pop it in the air fryer for like 10 minutes. Oh my God, it's so good. So, so good. Really clean ingredients. And so I decided to not only just pick up another one of those, I got the Chipotle chicken, the chicken, bacon, and sausage, ham, egg, and cheese, and barbecue chicken. I figured I would make, for lunches, 2-3 days a week, one of these, nice little quick throw in the air fryer. I have 10 minutes, sit back down, continue my day. I'm pleasantly surprised at how good they have been and how easy they are to make. It's my new go-to, very limited in where I can get them from, so I'm thinking I might order directly from them. But then I'll just show you while I'm here. I have some more of my cassava flour tortillas. I got my breakfast sausage, and same thing with the chicken sausage and Amy Lou's. These, I always like to have some type of chicken sausage on hand because they are so quick to whip up. And very, very easy, and not that expensive. And then I'll just take it out for the sole purpose of this. This is all of ground beef, steaks. I got some more breakfast sausages. I got some amazing, this is my new favorite, pork chops. I do a little panko breading on it. Let me tell you, I stocked up. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. It's all the same stuff that I was having no issues eating, but then all of a sudden, life happens. And then you want a donut, and you want a cookie, and you want some candy corn, which is disgusting. Anyway, I'm going off the rails again. But anyway, so let me show you what is in my pantry really, really quick. I took a couple things out, but a lot of this is just stuff that I like to have on hand to make, just little random things like this. Bone broth is perfect in the crock pot with some chicken, make some shredded chicken. Told you, my latest obsession. I always have some rice, some quinoa, just sauces, and shelf stable almond milk. Got my panko. I think I've talked about this before. This might be one of my favorite rices, chicken and herb rices from Lundberg. Very, very clean ingredients. Some pastas that are actually really clean ingredients as well. I think they're 2 ingredients in it, real Italian type of pasta. Then I always like to just have a couple Bearbells as emergencies. I still got some more levels that I enjoy, and I'm not ready to buy a big carton of it. And then here I have, in case I just need a little snack before I work out, I thought I would get some mini rice cakes, put some almond butter, almond butter or something on it. My yogurt bowls, I can do some granola, hemp hearts. Got my Ellis flats. Those are so good. Same thing with, I just always have some oatmeal on hand. And then this side, this is fairly new. I got sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds because I think that's a good combo. As I said before, we're kind of heading into sickness season. And I always find these are really, really good just for me to take a little bit of a handful every day. Same thing with, I got some pecans, basil seeds, and some more pistachios back there. I already showed you my popcorn I have to put away, and then still have some more of my protein powders left, and then just my creatine, my collagen. I got some honey. This is new. I've been putting a little bit of psyllium husk in like a smoothie or my coffee smoothie or something in the mornings, just because I need a little bit of added fiber. So like I was doing some of these things, but it's the snacking. And so I felt like, got ahead of it this past week, picked up a couple more things from the store. But if I can just limit myself to what I have here and get that mentality down, if you have everything you need, there is nothing else out there that is better than what you currently have. Because let me tell you, when I make a meal, I make a smoothie, I make a yogurt bowl, I'm like, this is incredible. And I forget everything else. But like the moment something creeps into my brain of like, that might be a little bit better. That slice of pizza or that Italian dish from that one restaurant where I could do something better than that. It's like, come on, you can control the ingredients. So day one, I have everything I need. This isn't just a week's worth of stuff. Some of this stuff is more than a week, but I got everything to kickstart this. And so far today, I stuck to my plan. I've been eating really, really well. I am gonna have a snack probably in the next hour because I don't have a lot of calories in me. And I always just like to be, just aware that I'm eating enough, especially the day after the shot, and looking at ways of how I can, increase the GLP-1 medication because I don't have all the amazing, I guess you could say all the amazing benefits of it, from like really like appetite suppression and food noise reduction. A lot of them are kind of went away a little bit. And I don't know if it's because my eating was so bad with the medication, or I find when I eat really, really well and I take the medication, it's like the food noise goes away and the appetite suppression comes back again. It's weird. It's like you would think it would be the other way around, but for me it's not. But I want to relax. I got some toys for my pup. Can't wait to give them to her. Have a little play session, and then I'm just trying to relax and reset and recuperate from the past couple weeks. I might even take a nap. I'm not a nap person. I may even take a nap. I just finally peeled myself off of the couch. I am not a person that naps, lays down and relaxes. That's just not who I am, but my body was telling me to take a step back and relax. So I didn't necessarily nap. I just chilled out for most of this afternoon. I'm still very tired, but what a boring day. Like, what an absolutely boring day. The point of this was not to be boring in my day, but to just put boring principles in my weight loss journey. But I decided on day one just to be boring in general. But I am ready to have my dinner. This is where I feel like in the past couple weeks, I have struggled in making meals that are a little bit too much, too big, and then I'm having a snack afterwards, not tracking, just not keeping myself in check or in line. But I am not tracking, for the next couple days, because I just want to, I hate to use the term eat intuitively, but I just want to ease into this. And I decided tonight, as you saw, I made pulled pork tacos with some peppers. Now the key is that after I'm done with this, I'm done eating for the night. Now I know I am a little bit behind on calories today. That's just me thinking of all the things that I had today, but that is okay. I'm not going to overanalyze, over-scrutinize every single day. This is day one. I'm easing into it. My goal today was self-care, movement, not snacking, and relaxation. Then after, I'm done with dinner and playing with my dog, my evening routine, which, I'll talk a little bit about as well. But I'm going to enjoy this dinner. And I think the toughest part is going to be after dinner, where I'm used to grabbing a little ice cream cup, which thankfully I don't have in here, or, a little like piece of chocolate or cookie or brownie. So I'm just going to focus on enjoying my dinner. And then just like I used to do, saying, you're good for the night, cut off time. But I'm actually excited for this meal. I feel like I got takeout, but it's not necessarily that. And it's high protein. I got some veggies with some fiber, a little bit of carbs, and I'm very excited to kind of crush my pulled pork tacos. Those pulled pork tacos were exactly what I needed to wrap up the meals for day one of my little reset, restart, whatever you want to call it. And even though there have been moments in my head where I thought I needed some chocolate, I needed something, I even thought about maybe I'd just go grab like a Bear Bell to just, satisfy whatever sweet tooth craving I have. I said no. After dinner, that's it. That was the plan for today, and it's just trying to, each day, try to get a little bit easier with the decisions I make, have a better connection between my mind and my body and everything. But as you just saw, I just did the start of my wind down routine. I have not been as consistent as I would like to be, and I'm back. Really, to be honest with you, the whole summer I have been a little bit inconsistent with my skincare routine. And then when I went to the beach, my sister surprised me with a TheraFace depuffing wand. It has a heat and a cool setting for my face. And ever since then, I have been just diligent with my morning and my evening skincare routines. I love the product Eminence. I have been using them for years. I wish, and maybe I'll just go through maybe some hard drives or something. I wish I could find a photo so you could see my rosacea that I had. And a lot of it, I also had a lot of damage from radiation because I had cancer. And so I heard about that product, Eminence Organics. They have a Calm Skin line. I started there, and it took a good couple months, and it just subsided, and I haven't had many flare-ups since. And I just bought into those products. Every line that I've tried from them, from Bright Skin to like the strawberry rhubarb to I think there was a mushroom snowcap. There's a couple different lines, and I obviously get consultation from a spa that I go to just to make sure I'm using the right products. But when I use them, my skin looks amazing. When I stay on track, and now I have the new TheraFace. I'm going to be doing my red light therapy mask in a little bit. Also, I've read that does also help with sleep, so I'm ready to bring that back into the mix. But I'm ready to put on my comfy PJs and just get ready to set myself up for success so that I can sleep well, improve my sleep scores. I know it's not going to be drastic overnight, but I'm doing everything I can today. Tomorrow is a new day. I hope to wake up with the exact same mindset I had today and say day 2, follow these things. That is my goal. But ultimately, to wrap up this video, my plan for the next couple of weeks is to simplify it all, make it a part of just a boring part of my life that takes no effort, and that is just to eat healthy 90% of the time, like good, whole, clean eating, prioritize movement, strength train 3 to 4 days a week. I already have that program written. I know what I need to be doing. I just need to go and do it. The hydration, really focus on sleep and getting my stress down, and just take it day by day. So I'm wrapping up day 1. I consider today a success. I did everything that I wanted to and more. Got my air filters all replaced because they were on a low percentage. I absolutely love these air purifiers. I've had them for a while now. I actually just bought a smaller one to be closer to my room. I don't have that big of a place, but I love when, I have them on. I just feel like the air is so much cleaner. But I tackled a couple things I needed to do today, and now I'm ready to wind down. We need to finish a documentary that we started, and just look forward to tomorrow and day by day. but I hope you enjoyed day 1 of my GLP-1 boring journey. Hope that I can just keep showing up for myself, and in return, you guys can hold me accountable, because I appreciate that. But I will see you all in my next video. I'll catch you later. Bye.